Hey y'all, Jesse Kalen coming at you with a weekly Oracle card psychic energy reading forecast for the week of June 25th in 2018. If you would like a personal reading or a healing Reiki session with me, just send me an email. All of my work is donation based, so pay what you can, if you can, and yeah, you'll get your service no matter what. And if you would like to join me on Instagram or Facebook for daily card pulls and a glimpse into my personal life somehow, like Facebook posts and the Instagram story and such, that's there. And if you would like to be a monthly supporter on Patreon, that will be down below as well. So I will see y'all for your individualized divine message. Hello, Capricorns. So for this week for y'all, I'm using the Messenger Oracle by Ravine Felon. So let's see what's going on here. A lot of potential with this deck, as it has a beautiful blend of both divine masculine and feminine energies and the light and dark energies. Okay. Y'all are in for a week of learning. There is a lesson within your soul that you have been ignoring. You've been paying attention to other aspects of yourself, of your world. You've been learning, you've been applying, but there is going to be a huge tug for y'all to love yourself and to love people. There's a fear of love here. Because of social conditioning, fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of not being able to fill the wells of love for your own self, not being able to provide. There's this view you have of yourself of being a conduit of love. And you're not wrong to think that, you can't love another person until you love yourself, and you are being faced with loving yourself to follow the fear, to be brave enough to love other people. And I'm sensing a particular person, a friend who puts you off. There's this person who around you like repels you and puts you off. And there's a reason behind that, and it has nothing to do with the other person. You're afraid of what this person has to teach you about yourself and your self-love, or just you and your relationship with love in its entirety. You have love without condition as your overall tone. So first of all, it starts with forgiving and loving yourself, even though you've gotten to this point where it's fairly limiting. The fear of divine and true love in any and all of its truest and purest forms, whatever way your story dictates at this point in time, you gotta love yourself for even getting to this point. Your soul was on a journey, your ego tried to take control, did successfully take control, is still under control, and you have to love your ego. You have to love your ego so that you can transcend above it and know what true love is. Love your ego as a version of yourself, almost as a completely separate person, so that you can really get to the parts that still hurt, get to the parts of yourself that were shaped by lack of love in your immediate world, rather than punishing yourself or berating yourself. You just have to love where you are, love how you've gotten there, seek the lesson within. That is your next card, okay? That is the beginning of the week. Seek the lesson within your story. What trials, what tribulations, what circumstances, what abrasions, what saltiness, what lemon juice to your wounds? What is the lesson here? How can you take control of it? How can you tap into the well of divine and true love without condition? What does that mean? What does loving without condition mean? It means you have conditions when it comes to people around you. You expect people to act a certain way, to talk a certain way, especially with that one person that really gets under your skin. You need to respect that other people have different viewpoints. And in fact, for a very good handful of you, you may have spat your projection of your own problems onto the other people and telling them that they don't have respect for your view, when in fact, originally, it was your conditions of how people should act, be, speak, love, that made them react to you in a certain way in the first place. This is kind of a harsh dose of reality here. This is a bitter pill to swallow. This is a big piece of humble pie that is absolutely disgusting and at first makes you feel sick. But after this purging, after you take this medicine and you work through it and like, it's gross, you get queasy, you might puke, but then you're done. You know, then the worst part is over and then you can start fresh. Stay strong. Stay strong. Don't crumble underneath the pressure. And Capricorns and those drawn to this message, it's not that that's your tendency, but you do have a tendency to run away. You're not crumbling under the pressure. You try to manipulate circumstances where it's perfect so that you don't need to crumble. You need to tap into your strength. You need to tap into that well of strength to stop running from unconditional love and start accepting that your strength to face yourself and to reprogram your inner workings, to learn what love is, to unlearn what love is not, to relearn what love is, to take a look inside of yourself, to seek that lesson. Like, it's one thing to know, it's another thing to live. Stay strong. Unconditional love will heal all of your wounds. See the signs. Once you really start to tap into your well of strength and responsibility and recognize that how you've acted toward other people, especially that one person, really had nothing to do with them and everything to do with you, and taking that well of strength to yourself and not to the outside world around you, the universe will tell you what to do. You will start to receive signs. You will, especially with the cosmos are going under a huge shift. August, September, October is going to be like a big turning point. And then after that, it's going to be a huge release and movement forward. There's a lot of things going in retrograde. I think Neptune's in retrograde right now. Mercury retrograde is coming up. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to see the signs from the universe. See the signs. I'm getting the image of me reading from the booklet. So we are going to allow the creators of this deck to be channelers in their own right. And we are going to see what they have to say about this message. We are often sent small signals, small signs in the form of synchronicities and coincidences. Be watchful. Do not overlook them in the everyday rush of life. Words, numbers, symbols that repeat, animals and birds that appear on your path, people who come in and out of your life at odd or similar moments, and those flashes of knowing when you believe something will happen with every fiber of your being. These are all things you are meant to see and hear, messages from Gaia and great spirits sent to aid your journey. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. Okay, it's going to be so individualized, but I keep seeing someone picking up the phone. So take that as you will. That sign, that symbol, and bubble of truth here. It can be literally to pick up the phone and call someone that you have treated in an egotistical form of love with conditions. And you may want to reconcile with someone. But this can also be the direct line with spirit. So picking up the phone and just... like with the Matrix, I always forget the name of the book and the author. Son of a bitch. I need to get it. I need to read it. The book written by a black woman, by the way, that the movie The Matrix was based off of. The landline, the clean landline, that plug in the back of your head. Those are all very, very metaphysical. Those are symbols of the metaphysical reality of having a direct and clean line to spirit. All right, so spirit is calling, and you may be inspired to pick up the phone for somebody, but yeah, pick up the phone. Listen to what spirit has to say to you, because where you are going is a world of unconditional love. It will be scary. I'm not going to lie to you. When you open up the doors that you have closed and locked for yourself, In a space where your ego is comfortable, it is scary. But when your feet start to leave the ground, when the fledgling is ready to fly, it's the scariest moments. But the life afterward, you can take flight. You can swim to the depths. You can explore. You can discover what this life has to offer you. Congratulations, y'all. You got a big lesson coming, and it's gonna help you form your future and strengthen your bonds. And who doesn't want to live in a world of unconditional love? You have to feed it to yourself. You have to know what it is. And the universe is more than willing to teach you and more than willing to tell you what you need to do. Okay? Anything else? Nope. Very big energies, very strong. Goddess bless, y'all. I'm here for you on your journey if you need personal reading or Reiki healing along the way. And yes, I love you for loving yourself and learning how to do that in a deeper, more meaningful way for yourself and others. Take care. Love you. Bye.